Did anyone question the candle as a kid? I certainly never fucking questioned it. Zordon said it's a magic candle. Candle glows green. He is nothing but green. It fucking... Exactly, Austin, it does make sense. Jesus, Trini, you fucking ninja. You were literally... We couldn't see her at all behind Jason. Or... Jason David Frank. God, the names. I gotta pick if I'm referring to them as their character names or their human names. God, that thing is already halfway gone. What the fuck? Barai had like 20 to 30 episodes before his candle went out. Literally went out. Because he died. That is a fucking pogo stick that you just... Pogo stick. God, I can't fucking talk tonight. It's a gizmo. He made a gizmo out of shit from his fucking garage. Bulk, Skull, guys, why? Why are you, why? You're just here, obviously you're here because the writers put you here, but you're here just to cause problems. They got other shit to fucking deal with right now. They got interdimensional continental ballistic missiles to deal with. They are always either stuffing something in his face or stuffing his face into something. Somebody check the porn accounts of the writers because one of them had to be into something. I know it's a serious moment and all, but it looks like he's walking into a space butthole. Because it's in space, but it's a hole! Boys, is this a fight or a calisthenics workout? Come on! Hit somebody! This is... Oh, I was about to say this was too easy, but nope. Reset back to start. Do not pass go. Do not kick Goldar in the face again. You don't... Oh, one of you has to stay behind? Maybe the fact that black, blue, and yellow Zords work with the Dragon Zord, and then Kimberly can stay behind? Maybe fucking work with what you already have established? I'm nitpicking, of course they're not going to let a girl be the hero, they're going to send Zack in. In all seriousness, because of how the Sentai footage has to be adapted, again, 3 of the Rangers who were there, their Zords combined with the Dragon Zord to put it into warrior mode. Kimberly can stay behind and then go in to help Jason. It would have written itself. But it's just so fucking... It's just fucking lame that they wouldn't let especially the Barbie doll-esque girl have a heroic moment. And of course they didn't even retrieve the candle, so all of this was just ended up being for nothing because they were going to keep the candle with Rita for dramatic tension anyway. Oh shit, I forgot the candle already went out, so he's just going to be running on fumes for the next several episodes. I do remember that it's a while before he shifts to White Ranger. I know it's because the original armor was broken in shipping, but I love the squishy armor. It's so hilarious to see. And this is the excuse for why sometimes the armor is going to appear on Red Ranger for some of the Sentai footage. Which, you know what? Clever workaround. Clever workaround with the adaptation issues. That is some fucking glare that they have going on him. That is ridiculous. It's true, the real power is the friendship we made amongst the team. Okay, no, I distinctly remember several episodes where he's, like, morphed but barely able to fight, so... Where's the fucking explanation for that? God, Amy was pretty. They were a team for 12 fucking episodes before you showed up. That's, well, I mean, once a week, so that is 3 months. I guess that is something. Aw, hand-holding. The PG Oh, there it is. Okay. That's no power coin, but that's a decent consolation prize. Zack, what the hell are you doing teaching an actual martial arts class? Where's the dance moves? Come on, man. I'm kidding. Obviously, Walter has more to his character of Zack than just hip-hop moves. There it is. There's the dance moves. Why... Bulk, why are you... Just why? Why are you corrupting the youth? Alright, man, come on. Just... You don't gotta do that. This kid's got Cobra Kai vibes. I think this is actually the first time the team has been called away, and it's caused a civilian conflict. I can't recall in any of the other 36 episodes we've watched so far that they've had to, like, bail in a class or bail on somebody they're mentoring. Also, Zach, just get Tommy in here to be a substitute mentor for the kid. Like, just why you gotta go be a ranger. Tommy doesn't currently have powers. I remember this one. This is the monster that kept evolving based on how they killed it. So Zach is gonna keep getting called away, I bet, every time he tries to go back to mentor this kid. I do love they named the internal supercomputer of the monster the Cardiotron, because it's the monster's heart in the Sentai. Sometimes you gotta love the goofy technobabble bullshit they cook up for these shows. This is another really Sentai heavy episode, and it would have been nice, I think, to trim a little bit of the Sentai footage out and have Zach just keep going back to the community center to help that kid, but then keep getting pulled away, instead of just replaying the whole episode I've already watched. So, like, the whole lesson of the episode was to have confidence. Like, the kid he was helping needed to have confidence in himself, and that worked. And Zordon even emphasized the team needed to have confidence to be able to beat the monster. But there was no actual reinforcement of that. If anything, like, Zach having to bail to deal with the monster kind of undermined the lesson, because instead of the kid being able to have confidence and rely on people and rely on himself, we didn't even fucking see him again. And the kid, honestly, is entirely too forgiving, because Zach, don't get me wrong, obviously loves Zach, loves the Rangers, but he didn't give any explanation. He just had to bail on the kid immediately after promising he'd be there for the kid. Fucking call Tom, like I said, call Tommy in as a backup mentor, just to give the kid some support and reinforce the lesson of the episode. Apparently this is hitting a fucking soapbox level rant for me. Okay, so Zach is here for the final fight where the kid is going up against Bulk's protege, but okay, that was pretty fucking funny. I do like the physical comedy that Bulk and Skull get up to when it's just between the two of them, not when they're randomly throwing them down a hill or shoving them in a garbage can. But yeah, so like Zach is here for the final fight. And is oh, sweep the leg, Johnny! So I guess he is there to help the kid and reinforce the lesson of the episode. I just really wish they had trimmed out, because that was a lot of Sentai footage. In a 20-minute episode, that was almost a full 15 minutes of Sentai footage. Just focus on... I would have preferred they focus on the civilians, but it's also probably a production issue where the more footage they have to make here costs more than the footage they licensed from Toei. But yeah, just if you're gonna have a lesson like Believe in Yourself, you need to actually emphasize and reinforce that lesson in the episode, not just say it several times. I am very confident that this is the only classroom set they have, and they just rearrange what desks and other furniture is in it. You know, Walter has demonstrated he is a very talented comedic actor. You don't have to make everything he does a fucking fat joke. Bearing in mind, I obviously never had to deal with fat jokes growing up, but I did get constantly teased from my sides. Not the same thing, but pretty similar, and very much bullshit. Also got teased from my glasses, and the fact that I was a nerd, because I was fucking smarter than anyone else in my class half the time. So, giant surprise I relate to Billy. The fact that they had all these pollution awareness episodes in shows, fucking Christ, Captain Planet in its entirety was about environmentalism. And that was in the 90s. We are now in the 2020s, and negative progress has been made. So, yeah, we're fucked. The funniest part about the fact that they're wearing the uniform t-shirts for this little volunteer club is the fact that to maintain their Ranger color coding, they have to wear the appropriately colored pants. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, because, you know, the owner and operator of the juice bar and presumably the entire fucking community center has nothing better to do than film you two fuckwits working out. Or, more accurately, failing to work out. No, but seriously, look how ridiculously vibrant some of those colors are. Like, okay, Trini's pants are basically khakis. Billy's pants, basically blue jeans. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk. But those other colors are just ridiculous. I know y'all gotta show off the physicality of the actors, but there have gotta be more efficient ways to clean up. Like, no, seriously. I'm never gonna say no to the flips, but you're trying to clean up an entire park. There have got to be more effective uses of your time. Okay, I know they don't have the Green Ranger because Tommy lost his powers, and in the Sentai, Barai is dead at this point. But I know there's more episodes with Tommy with the Green Ranger powers. I fucking remember other scenes. But they haven't even had him in civilian mode in these past couple episodes. Guys, if you're gathering recycling, why are you stacking them like that? You know Bulk and or Skull are gonna come through and knock all that shit over and then not clean it up. Also, that's the community center. That is not sanitary. Like, you serve food here. Don't just stack dirty recycling in the middle of the floor. There it is. There it is. Yep, fucking, I know a stack of dominoes when I see it. Guarantee you that Skull edited it so that it's only the blooper reel. Yep. Yep, it's just the blooper. It's just the fucking... How do you even mess up that badly, Skull? Okay, we're doing the Evil Rangers episode where the monster turns putties into copies. Oh, and we are getting human versions! And the only difference is the sunglasses. That is fucking hilarious. What are you, fucking Terminator? Oh my god, you are Terminators. He's got laser eyes. This is great, because back when we had just Billy and Kimberly get turned evil for an episode, now everybody gets in on the melodrama. You're gonna be busting kneecaps with all those fucking tools? Jesus, you are literally carrying heavy-duty iron equipment into school.
Hey man, wanna catch the submarine races?
Is submarine races a euphemism for something? I don't understand. Also, this is now the second time an evil version of Kimberly has accepted him asking her out. And it's gonna go just as well as last time. This poor boy is gonna have fucking PTSD over just the whiplash Kimberly's giving him. God, David, you are jacked. Holy Moses, my dude. See, I'll say it again. It's funny when shit happens to him because he's an adult, not another teenager like Bulk and Skull. He's an authority figure, so bullshit happening to him, you know, kids jive with that in kids media. They want to see the adults take the pratfalls and get made fun of. But also, he should have been the civilian antagonist for the team, because then he can see that it was the copies and then punish the actual team for shit that the copies did. I get the bullies trope, I've said it before, I get the bullies trope of Bulk and Skull, but it doesn't work as well as... because Bulk and Skull have no ability to actually cause consequences for the team, other than just making a mess. But you get someone like him, and now the regular team is there, now they have... or if this was something like them ducking out of class, like I said, to be Rangers, there could be consequences for them having to have a double life with their civilian lives and their heroism. Fucking went on a tangent there, and I don't apologize for that. Yeah, see, now they're in detention. Now there's a consequence. Now there's a problem. So now when Rita sends a monster in, they're stuck here, because it's not like they can just duck out when Tweedledee and Tweedledum are sitting right there. Although, more than likely, they're going to take a nap, and the team's going to be able to leave, again, without consequences. But my point stands. The teacher, the principal, putting them in detention is able to have consequences, have repercussions on their ability to be heroes. Oh, that's sweet. His mom packed him a lunch for detention. Oh, that's sweet. His mom packed him a fucking sight gag. I do actually like this. Like, I appreciate the prop work that probably went into this, with, like, the having everything under the table and him pulling it. How'd they do that? Because that table is built into the wall, and it's... oh, they must be behind the wall that he's pulling everything out from. Billy taking notes on Bulk and Skull being dipshit, and just watch... like, did you see that squint on Jason's face? It's just like, Billy, what the fuck are you doing? See, this is fine for consequences for these two, because them trying to get the team in trouble, and then having that backfire, that works for them. That works as a consequence for their behavior. The constant falling into garbage for them is just, it was old the first time, and we're almost 40 episodes in, and for it to still be happening is just getting old. Gang, you don't have to. It's giving cult behavior when you all speak like that. Don't do that. Yeah, I mean, the secret identity thing is good. I'm very context-specific when it comes to whether I like that or not for a Ranger team. Lightspeed, SPD, those are solid, established organizations. They don't need secret identities. They have fucking paychecks, I'm assuming. But your Mighty Morphins, your Ninja Storms, your Jungle Furies, Dino Thunders, they should have secret identities. Fuck, Dino Thunder, they're still in high school, aside from obviously Tommy. They should absolutely have secret identity. See, kids, that's called a newspaper. People used those before the internet and before social media gave you all of your news. Is reading an article about your own alter egos, is that just narcissism? That feels like narcissism. I know they're doing it just to get free credit, but them deciding to imitate heroes to get in on the Power Rangers award celebration, I feel like it's safe to say that's like the start, finally, of their positive character arc. The funny part about how the Sentai footage takes place in a very obviously large city, but all the aerial footage of Angel Grove is barely suburbs, and this award ceremony, like, they imply the whole city is turning out for it. They're not even filling a reasonably sized clearing in the park. I need to see, like the census for Angel Grove. I need to see, like, what the actual population numbers are so that I can accurately make fun of them. I do respect them for not trying to make Power Ranger knockoff suits. The donuts are an annoying touch. I don't get. I mean, aside from obviously the constant food jokes with these two. Okay, so they just said all of Angel Grove is being sent to another dimension. The generic other dimension. So, if that was all of Angel Grove, that was, at best, 100 people live in this town. That is horseshit. I know not the entire town turned out for this one award ceremony. People have jobs, people have lives, some people probably just didn't fucking feel like it. But the implication that Angel Grove is smaller than a fucking hamlet is hilarious to me. It's just another one of the great inconsistencies between the Sentai footage and the new footage for Rangers. Because is Angel Grove a metropolis city? Or is it a tiny fucking suburb? Or is it a tiny fucking suburb of a giant city? In which case, exactly how much jurisdiction do the Rangers have? They completely skipped over Bandora's son and just claimed that this is Goldar's sword, which, you know what? If you gotta find a workaround for who the pilot is, there were worse decisions you could have made.
So what are we gonna do?
Nothing. It's a two-parter. You'll have to wait until the next episode. I'm Zordon and I'm in a tube! I am also legitimately surprised Tommy has still not made any appearances in any episodes, even as a civilian. Like, you had the whole gathering at the park, he could have been there. You know, that's the other thing. If he's a civilian who knows their identities, he could help cover for them. There's a whole set of storylines that they could have explored with that, and I don't believe they ever did. I know, I'm overthinking a 30-plus-year-old kid's show. I'm just saying there were options you could have explored. It is, of course, incredibly badass watching these fights again, especially with the different background music and sound effects. Love the bat cannons, literally the only time those are used in Megazord mode. But it's just, I just don't have as much to say, because I already did so much when I was watching Zyuranger. I'll probably have more to say in the later Mighty Morphin seasons, where they have to really force in the Dai Ranger and Kaku Ranger fights to fit, but for now, I really only have a lot to say when it's new footage. They always go to Billy's garage when they need a MacGuffin. They get more tech solutions here and brain swap devices here than they do at the command center. The command center is really just for Alpha to fumble and Zordon to monologue, exposit. That's the word, exposit. I feel more tense watching the bad guys invade Billy's garage than I do when they invade the command center. Either when the Green Ranger did it, or later on when, Divatox does it? Because the command center, of course the enemy's gonna target the command center, but that's Billy's fucking home, man. You're crossing a line when you attack him there. Okay, I know I just said I don't want them attacking Billy's house, but Goldar, they left before you. Fuck up his house! Oh, obviously everyone's fine. That was never in doubt. People don't die in Power Rangers the way they die in Sentai. But is there jet lag when you get dragged through dimensions like that? I feel like there might be. I mean, hell, for all we know, other dimensions they go to don't even have linear time, so fucking right there'd be jet lag. I just realized this is shaping up to be like an actual season finale, because that was one of the final fights of Zhu Ranger with the mech that Bandora's son was piloting. In fact, I think that might have been the final fight. And now they're getting like a run-through of all the, if not named, at least face characters. Oh, hey, look who finally fucking showed back up! Where the hell have you been, young man? Your mother has been worried sick about you! And by mother, I of course mean Zordon. It took us 40 episodes to see who the mayor is. It took... Has there just been no other sense of... Tommy, put an undershirt on. Has there been no other sense of government, local government? Ernie was more of a community authority figure than this old bag. Okay, but how wild would it have been if they took the helmets off right here in front of everybody? That would have been fucking nuts. Tommy, put a shirt on under that. Okay, but technically there's 20 more episodes this season, but that feels more like a season finale than anything else would. Yeah, he's given them the option to turn in their, to retire, to stop being the fucking Rangers and putting themselves at risk every fucking week. Obviously none of them are giving up the role because there's no peace conference to fire half the cast with, but yeah, obviously they're sticking around. I mean, we'll see what the other 20 episodes have for me, but honestly, that feels more like the end of Season 1 than anything else.